So I am confusion.
Hello, talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular individuals. Welcome to whatever the fuck this is, in which we will be discussing Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Okay, so this show tells the story of Marinette Dupont-Cheng and Adrien Agreste, two seemingly ordinary students from Paris who keep a secret. They are both superheroes who keep their identities a secret from everybody, even each other. So back when the show came out all the way back in 2015, which will turn 8 years in a few days, yikes, I became obsessed with the show. I found it very charming thanks to this guy right here. At first I really liked the episodic format that it had, maybe because I was used to it, probably because of all the Disney Channel shows that I had watched since I had use of conscience. But as I grew up and all the main characters didn't make any kind of progress from a writing perspective, I got really bored of it. And I left the show right after the second season ended. So revisiting this show with new eyes made me realize how borderline creepy some of its elements were. Okay, so I'll give you some context. So here we have the protagonistas, Marinette and Adrien, who both transform into their superhero personas Ladybug and Cat Noir. So here comes to place the love square. Marinette is in love with Adrien, but Adrien is not in love with Marinette. He's in love with Ladybug, and Ladybug is not in love with Cat Noir. She's in love with Adrien, and Cat Noir is not in love with Marinette. He's in love with Ladybug. So I guess you can imagine how fucking frustrating this show can get. Seeing how our protagonistas have the fucking love of their lives right in front of them, but they don't know that because their identities are meant to be kept in secret. For some reason, I don't know. And it also doesn't help that the element that keeps their identities a secret is a stupid mask that doesn't cover shit. It's clearly them. Anyone with brain activity can clearly put two and two together and figure it out. But anyways, back to the toxic elements. So like I said, Marinette is in love with Adrien, or rather fucking obsessed, since she keeps his whole fucking schedule in her room, and literal posters of him are all over it. And if I remember clearly, she has broken into his house once or twice, stolen his phone, stalked him repeatedly, looked in the trash like a rat for something that Adrien had written, and heaven forbid if a girl gets too close to him, because there she will be trying to do everything in her power to sabotage that. And she tracked him down in the Shanghai episode, and I guess I don't need to mention anything else. Marinette is a literal stalker, and it concerns me that these attitudes are portrayed in the show as, oh, she does that because she really loves him, oh my god, true love, metas, amazing, that's honestly... Another character that does a lot of questionable things is Cat Noir, and I know 12-year-old me will want to commit aggravated homicide if I said this, but honestly Cat Noir was kind of a dick. Always flirting with Ladybug and breaking her boundaries when she has clearly repeated she's not interested in him at all. And in season 2 episode 10 Glaciator, he invites Ladybug to a date and she clearly tells him she's not going. She has things to do, but there he is literally organizing the setting for the date. And he even gets sad when Ladybug doesn't show up, even when she literally fucking told him she will not. Honey, this is a kid's show, so I don't think that portraying all of these toxic attitudes in such a positive and casual light is the most appropriate thing ever. Are you okay? Anyways, like I said, I stopped watching the show right after the second season finale. I returned once for the New York special, but that's about it. So I decided to watch episodes 25 and 26 of the 4th season just to see how much everything has evolved. And let me tell you, we're in for a ride, so let's get into it. Okay, so episode 25 begins and I'm already fucking confused. We see Ladybug and Cat Noir celebrating a victory alongside other superheroes and what? Who are these people? Okay, so there's Nino, alright, I recognize him, he was one of the OGs, and next to him there's... who the fuck are you? Okay, right, I think I got it. You're that guy from class. I don't remember your name, I don't care. And it's that, Juleka. She has a Miraculous now as well. Good for her, I guess. And apparently Kagami, Luca, and Rose also have one. Does the whole fucking class have a Kwame or something? Like, I'm sure I have missed a lot, but weren't there only 7 Miraculous? Marinette and Adrien had the Ladybug and the cat. Gabriel had the butterfly, Alia had the fox, Nino had the turtle, and Chloe had the bee. Back when I left, this is what the team looked like. Who the hell are all these fucking Kwamis? The writers must have pulled them out of their asses because on the Urgence episode where the Miraculous box was introduced, they weren't there. There were only 7 Miraculous. Since when did 7 became 19? What is going on? And why the hell is Alia purple? What? I'm sorry, I know it's my fault for going very blind into this, but I don't know. I'm just extremely confused. But whatever, later we see Gabriel in front of his wife's chamber, regretting having lost against Ladybug once again. And if you didn't know, Gabriel is the main villain of the show, and he wants to use the Miraculous of Ladybug and Cat Noir to combine their power and resurrect his wife. And this is what I was saying about the story not progressing. Emily's state was first revealed on season 2, so okay, 2 fucking seasons have passed and you still haven't made any progress, Gabriel? Really? Like, I'm sure if you went to Ladybug and Cat Noir to tell them what your intentions are with their Miraculous, I'm sure they will help you, at least Adrian, which by the way, he's his son. Like, if they had that conversation, this show will be over, really. But anyways, Gabriel leaves the chamber and sees his assistant Natalie, the carrier of the Peacock Miraculous, coughing. Because apparently she gets sick whenever she uses the Miraculous, and as I can see, she used it recently, so that's why she's all like that, whatever. Gabriel gets an idea and goes to his underground facility to akumatize someone. He akumatizes a brat that was whining because his parents had the audacity of not letting him use the bike without protections. So Hawkmoth transforms him into Risk, giving him the power to make people reckless, as a way to try to make Ladybug mess up and then defeat her. So this little bitch's power is already spreading through town, affecting various characters including Marinette and Adrian. So next day, Adrian wakes up and finds out his father arranged a whole fucking trip around the world for him to star in some commercials. But as you may know, he can't leave Paris because he's literally Cat Noir, one of the main superheroes, so therefore, thanks to the influence of the Risk, Adrian confesses to Marinette that he doesn't want all of that shit. He's sick of modeling for his dad's brand, so when he leaves to his house to prepare for the trip, Marinette tells her friends her plan to prevent him from leaving. And they all start questioning her about why doesn't she want Adrian to leave, so she tells them what Adrian confessed to her, and for some reason, they don't believe her. They start insinuating that Marinette is selfish because he doesn't want to let Adrian go. They say, if you really love him, then you will do what's best for him, let him live his dream, Marinette. Fuck you! Fuck all of you. Why are you saying all of that when she literally confessed to all of you that the trip is not what Adrian wants? Jesus Christ, why don't you fucking believe her?
Death to all of them.
Oh god, I can't believe I got this mad because of a kids show. But anyways, Marinette, inspired by the Risk, sends them all to eat shit, telling them that she doesn't need them anyway. She'll save Adrian by herself. Good for you. So Adrian returns home and finds a guy named Felix. Who the fuck are you, and why are you literally identical to Adrian? He's even wearing his same clothes and everything. Like, does Adrian keep replicas of every outfit or something? But whatever, dude. Apparently this Felix right here wants to help Adrian, so he will take advantage of their facial similarities to impersonate Adrian and do what he can't: stand up to his father. So he starts with his plan, but apparently he didn't want to help Adrian at all, he just wanted to get information about Gabriel. I guess Felix is some kind of spy and whatnot, and he's also a hacker. Like, look at all that equipment, how old are you? But anyways, he steals the butterfly and Peacock Miraculous and deciphers the puzzle on Emily's painting, and that leads him right to her chamber where her comatose body rests in. So well, he's obviously very fucking scared at this discovery, so he tries to leave as quick as possible, but Gabriel finds him, so therefore Felix gets his original plan on track, impersonating Adrian and telling Gabriel he does not want to do the trip, but then he backs down. For some reason, I don't know, whatever. And later, Marinette forms a plan to get Adrian back. Already controlled by Risk's influence, she commits the reckless decision of transforming into Ladybug to resolve her personal issues. Back in the park, Adrian receives a call from Kagami, where she tells him in a very direct way that he can keep letting everyone in his life control him, and that he should not resort to his cousin every time he's afraid to do something by himself. What a queen. So Adrian texts Felix telling him to shut down his plan, but when he receives the text he deletes it, I don't know, and right at that moment Ladybug arrives to save Adrian. So when she gets there and tries to save him, Felix, impersonating him, tells Ladybug that he didn't have the guts to face his father. Why is Felix doing all of this? I don't know. So he leaves on the train, leaving Ladybug heartbroken because she thinks that real Adrian actually left. But no, he didn't. He just arrived at his house looking for his father. But he's not there, honey. He's at the Eiffel Tower about to carry out his plan. So he makes a giant titan appear out of fucking nowhere. I guess he has new powers and whatever. You know what? I'm just going to stop questioning everything I see. I literally missed half the show. So yeah, the beast starts to wreck the city and Adrian finds one of the pieces of equipment of Felix and boom, cliffhanger. But not so quick, bitch. Next episode. So this one picks up right after the previous one. Adrian continues looking for his father but sees the giant beast, so he transforms into Cat Noir and goes to fight him. Marinette starts to form a plan to go after Adrian, but she also sees the giant beast, so she transforms and goes to fight him. Back on the train, Felix gets inside of the bathroom and tries to use the Miraculous he found, only to discover they are fake. Haha, that's what you get for being such a nosy bitch.
Let's just laugh at him now.
So back in Paris, Ladybug and Cat Noir reunite to battle whatever the fuck that is. And while they're doing it, Cat Noir starts to fight Ladybug, claiming she never takes any risk, blah blah blah, no one gives a fuck. Ladybug sees the fucking brat that got acclimatized in the previous episode and confuses him with a regular child. So she sends him away and summons the team, Nino, Kagami, Juleka, and this time they're joined by Milen, that guy whose name I'm forgotten, I don't have the slightest interest in looking it up, and... who the hell are you two? I think I remember you from somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where, and I dead ass have no idea who the fuck you are and why you have to be Miraculous when that's supposed to be Chloe's. And by the way, why was Chloe so mean in the previous episode? Because the last time I saw her, the show explored a lot of aspects of her, including her complicated relationship with her mother tying into her loneliness. And in the Maledictator episode, we see her talk about her insecurities and show a glance of her soft spot. So why is she still a bitch? I thought she would have been more developed by now. I don't know. Okay, just kidding, I do know, it's this guy right here. So apparently the reason why Chloe's character development was thrown down the drain was because the creator of the show, Thomas Astruc, doesn't like her. He gave her a whole redemption arc just to pull a 180 out of nowhere to say that she was not supposed to get one and that she was evil all along, therefore making her the villain of the season 3 finale. I will never forgive the other character destruction that they pulled on Chloe. Like, she had a lot of potential to be a lot of different things. Why do you have to be like this? Anyways, frustration aside, I still don't know who the fuck you are, but whatever, they start fighting the thing, but the attacks don't affect it, they actually make it stronger, and the little shit once again appears, so Ladybug saves him, and when they join at a roof, the thing throws a literal carousel at them, but Kagami, iconic queen, deflects the carousel at a near building, the one where Elia is positioned in. So Nino saves her from the impact, accidentally revealing her presence to the others and Hawkmoth. For some reason, he's literally miles away. How did he hear that? Is subsonic hearing included within his new list of powers or something? Anyways, Ladybug has had enough with the little shit, but then, thank God, Alia notices that everyone has a frog mark on their necks, and they finally figured out that everyone's reckless actions have been because of that annoying little piece of mongering excrement. So they try to find the object that contains his Akuma, but to no avail because it's hidden somewhere, so therefore Ladybug makes use of her lucky charm to try to find it, but then realizes she's gonna need the help from someone else, someone that hasn't been affected by risk, so she summons two Kwamis to fusion with them, merging their abilities as if this was Steven Universe or something. So she thinks of Felix, confusing him with Adrian, because when she saw him at the train station he didn't have the mark. So she teleports to his train, gives him one of the Miraculous that grant him the ability of finding lost objects or whatever, and she goes back in time because apparently that's a thing now. Whatever, this show is just Riverdale at this point. So anyways, she goes back right before the little shit was akumatized, asks Felix to use his power to identify the object to find it in the future without altering the timeline. So he does just that, and then they return to the present time only to find out that the monster has absolutely destroyed everything. So Ladybug wastes no time and finds the object and purifies the Akuma, freeing everyone from its power. So finally they are able to figure out something to defeat the monsters, and when they do, everyone returns their Miraculous to Ladybug, and she goes to the meeting spot to retrieve the dog Miraculous from Felix. So she doesn't find him there, so she goes to Adrian's house and asks him for the Miraculous. But then she quickly notices that, oh no, I didn't give the artifact to Adrian, I gave it to Felix! And speaking about him, he used his weapon to track Marinette's yo-yo, which allows her to access the various Miraculous, and offers Gabriel to give him the yo-yo in exchange of the Peacock Miraculous. Gabriel obviously accepts, so Felix uses his ball to take the yo-yo away from Ladybug and he gives it to him. And now, both of our villains have what they want. Marinette is devastated, and a few hours later, Hawkmoth makes a public announcement revealing Ladybug's defeat. But after that, Cat Noir encourages her and the episode ends with both of our heroes sharing a warm hug while the whole town is cheering for them. So, That was definitely a ride. I was confused the whole episode. It was all just so batshit crazy. I had quite some fun and I'm a little bit invested now. I kinda want to see the next episodes, but knowing all of the controversy that had surrounded the show, including the waging disparities fiasco, Thomas Asuk's immature and borderline narcissistic behavior on Twitter, and the fandom continuous sexualization of underage characters, it just makes me want to turn off the TV and never look at this in a long time. And I'll probably do that because, as exciting as these two episodes were, I expect the show to return to its static formulaic structure. Or maybe it will not and it will improve. I don't know. I'll just do like in Riverdale, return sporadically just to see how crazier shit has gotten. That's it. Justice for Chloe. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and goodbye.